is Christopher Perryman, and this is my Marilyn Manson collection. This is Marilyn Manson, A Portrait of an American Family. This originally came out in 1994. This is the back of it. It's got Cake and Sodomy, Prelude, The Family Trip, Lunchbox, Organ Grinder, Cyclops, Dope Hat, Get Your Gun, Wrapped in Plastic, Dogma, Sweet Tooth, Snake Eyes, and Sissies, My Monkey, Misery Machine. And this is a Interscope album that came out in 1999. They never made a album from 1994, so the first release of this was 1999, and that's one of their first official records. This is kind of like a EP. This is Smells Like Children. This is a limited edition, and if I believe correctly, this one came out in 2000. Let me check right here. Let's see. No, 1995 originally came out, but I don't see the date on here. Well, anyway, this has Diary of a Dope Friend, The Hands of Small Children, Spooky Chicken Gangbang, Kitty Grinder Remix, Sympathy for the Parents, Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. That's what launched their career, that song from the Eurythmics. Everlasting Cocksucker Remix, Put a Spell on You, Dance of the Dope Hats Remix, White Trash Remix, Dancing with the One-Legged, Rock and Roll, and you don't want to hear the rest of that. But this is the Marilyn Manson EP, technically their second release. And now we will go to the third and one of my top favorite albums of all time, Marilyn Manson, Antichrist Superstar. This came out in 1996 and was released on Simply Vinyl, I believe, in 1999. And this one is red vinyl from Hot Topic. This came out in 2012. And the songs on this one is Irresponsible Hate Anthem, Tourniquet, Little Horn, Angel with Scab Wings, Minute of Decay, The Beautiful People, Crypto Child, Kinderfield, The Reflecting God, Dried Up, Tied, and Dead to the World, Deformography, Worm Boy, Mr. Superstar, which is one of my all-time favorites, Antichrist Superstar, 1996, and also Man That You Fear. And this one is, like, I would say probably my third favorite Marilyn Manson record of all time, and that's their third release. And then our next one we go to is Marilyn Manson, Mechanical Animals. This is sealed, never open. This is a UK release. This came out in 1999. I can't read off because they don't have the song titles. I don't know this album as well. But on here, they actually do have a few. The Dope Show, Rock is Dead, I Want to Disappear, Fundamentally Lonesome, I Don't Like the Drugs with the Drugs Like Me, New Model Number 15, and User Friendly. Those are some of the songs on this album. And this album I really like a lot. I'd probably be my sixth favorite album with Marilyn Manson. And then that would be their fourth record. This is my all-time favorite record of all time, Marilyn Manson, Hollywood. This came out in 2000. This was the criticism that Marilyn Manson got blamed for the Columbine murders and everything, and he wrote some of this album in Death Valley, or the majority of it, I believe. And the songs on this one is The Shadow, God Eat God, The Love Song, The Fight Song, Disposable Teens, the Androgyne, Target Audience, President's Dead, In the Shadow of the Valley of Death, which is my all-time favorite song by him, Crucifixion of Space, A Place in the Dirt, The Nobodies, The Death Song, Lamb of God is my favorite song on this record, Born Again, Burning Flag, The Fallen, Coma Black, Valentine's Day, The Fall of Adam, King Kill, Six Count and Die, and that's all for that record. Pretty sick for the time. And this is my all-time favorite record by Marilyn Manson. And then this is very, very hard to come by. I was lucky enough to come across it from a person I knew. I got to trade some of my stuff for it. This is Marilyn Manson's The Golden Age of Grotesque. This has, let's see, does it have a listing? Yes, it does. It has on side A, Theater. This is the new shit. Mob Scene. Doll, Daggy, Buzz, Buzz, Ziggity Zag. Use your first and not your mouth. The Golden Age of Grotesque. Saint. Kaboom, Kaboom, which is my favorite on there. Slut Garden, my second favorite. Paranor. The Bright Young Things. Better of Two Evils. Vaudeville. The Death of Art. And then bonus tracks. Tainted Love, which is great. And Raboon Rape Party. And this album was only released in the UK back in 2003. And if you ever get a chance, definitely awesome hearing this on vinyl. And yeah, so this is one of my, probably my seventh favorite. I'd rank that in my favorite Marilyn Manson records. Okay, let's see. And then we have here, which is also another very, very hard to come by Marilyn Manson record, Lest We Forget, The Best Of. This one was only released in the UK. This has all his hits pretty much on all his records. The Love Song, Personal Jesus, Mob Scene, The Fight Song, Tainted Love, The Dope Show, This Is the New Shit, Disposable Teens, Sweet Dreams Are Made of These, Lunchbox, that's another song I didn't mention, that's one of my all-time favorites, Tourniquet, Rock is Dead, Get Your Gun, another great song, The Nobodies, Long Hard Road Out of Hell, The Beautiful People, The Reflecting God, Saint, and Irresponsible Hate Anthem. Very hard record to come by, but this came out in 2004. If you get a chance to, there's not that many around, but if you get a chance to hear it on CD, definitely worth checking out. And that's what the back looks like. Front. And then this came out in 2012, Marilyn Manson's Born Villain. This is the start where I think he started to get his magic back again. He had a little in between. I'm missing a few records because they never put them out on vinyl. But this is the record that Johnny Depp is on, and he plays a phenomenal part in the record. Let's see. Hey Cruel World is a song on here. The Reflection, Pistol Whipped. Can't really read some of this. Slow Motion, The Lowers of Evil, Children of Cain, Born Villain, which is a great song, and a few others. It's hard for me to read this. This came out on Hell Records, Cooking Vinyl Records, I should say. And yeah, so this is one of Marilyn Manson's, I think one of his finest hours, starting over again. And he's getting his, to me, he got his magic back starting after the two records that he had before this. And this is one of his best records. I placed this probably number 4 on my favorite records of Marilyn Manson. And let's move on. This is one of my all-time favorite records. This is The Pale Emperor. I would probably place this with probably, I'd say, 3rd place with Marilyn Manson records, favorite record. This came out in 2015, and the songs on this are Killing Strangers, Deep Six, Third Day of the 7-Day Binge, which is one of my all-time favorites, and also one of my all-time favorites, The Metropolitan of Los Angeles. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking these words correctly, but Worship My Wreck, Slave Only Dreams to Be King, The Devil Beneath My Feet, Birds of Hell Awaiting, Cupid Carries a Gun, Odds of Even, Day 3, Faded, Faithful, Fatal, great song, Fall of the House of Death. So yes, this album came out in 2015, and I bought this at FYE when it first came out, and never have opened it. I've heard this on CD. I eventually want to get it on vinyl, but open it and play it. But yeah, this is like my third favorite record of Marilyn Manson. Um, this is Marilyn Manson's last album that he did, Heaven Upside Down. Great record. It's got a couple of good songs on here that I personally like. You have Revelation 12, Tattooed in Reverse, We Know Where You Fucking Live, Satan, which is a great song. Kill For Me, which is probably my favorite song on here. Saturnalia, Jesus Crisis, Blood Honey, I love that song. Second favorite song on there. Heaven Upside Down, and Threats of Romance. Overall, this album is very, very good. I would probably place this probably my 9th favorite out of all the 10 Marilyn Manson records that he's done. This came out in 2017. I believe it was released sometime in October. And I also purchased this at FYE when it first came out. Not red vinyl, but it's the plain vinyl. Definitely worth checking out. And yeah, so that's my records for my album selection. And next we go to my picture disc collection that I have of Marilyn Manson. This is Marilyn Manson, The Beautiful People. This was released in 1997. This has the Horrible People remix and the Not So Beautiful People remix on here. Really cool graphics and designs and everything. Definitely a cool piece to just like hang up in your room. And that's the first one that I have. And here is the second one. This is my all-time favorite song, Marilyn Manson, Tourniquet. And it's got some really cool graphics and everything on here. Kind of hard for me to read this. But yeah, this came out on Nothing Records. And it's got the Marilyn Manson fight song to show the record that's about to come out and everything. The picture on here and everything. And yeah, this is one of my favorite all-time favorite songs. The graphics are awesome on this. If you haven't heard that song, definitely worth taking a listen to. That's my second one. And then we have this was off of The Matrix, his single Rock is Dead. This was on the Matrix movie, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. Mechanical Animals is on this. And let's see, Rock is Dead. But I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me, as you can see in the Matrix movie back here. And this one came out in 1999, as did the film. And you can see this is from Marilyn Manson's Mechanical album, Error. And yes, that's one of my all-time favorite pictures of him. I like that picture, so that's my third one. And my favorite Error here, Marilyn Manson, The Fight Song. This one came out in 2000. This also has the first fight song for Slipknot remix, the Love Song remix. This one came out in 2001, and this also came out on Nothing Records. And this is one of my favorite images, also Marilyn Manson, and the time he got persecuted for the school shooting and everything. Really deep and meaningful lyrics he wrote for a lot of those songs off of Hollywood. And also another Marilyn Manson, Disposable Teens, same era. This is 2000 instead of 2001, but around the same time. This has Disposable Teens, 5 to 1, which is a Doors song, which is also my favorite band of all time, which it's cool that they have it on here. Diamonds and Pollen. And 2000 this came out, so yeah, they're only a year apart. And the record, I think, was officially released in September 2000, Hollywood. But yeah, this is a pretty graphic image for the time period, I'd say. And back here is really cool, so that's my other picture disc. And this one is one of my all-time favorites. This is his art period, where he was drawing a lot of art and put a lot of art into his music and his records and everything. This has the Golden Age of Grotesque, and this is the new shit, which is really cool. Here's a complete photo shot of the whole band. And this one is 2003, and this one also came out on Nothing Records. So yeah, this is a really cool picture disc. Definitely worth to try to get your hands on. Great display piece. And then this is Marilyn Manson's limited edition red vinyl Personal Jesus. This has two different versions, which you only could get the one version off of this one on this. You couldn't get it on the record itself. This, I believe, yes, came out in 2004, and this came out on Interscope Records. And yeah, so this one's a really great find. You can get this, I think, I got this at a record store. You can get this on eBay. Also, Discogs is probably the best place to get your records and everything. So yeah, this one's really a cool piece to have. And this one came out, the Marilyn Manson Antichrist Superstar, which I believe has, I think, all his songs on here. And this is for his 10th anniversary for the Antichrist Superstar, 2006. This is the anniversary, so definitely a cool piece. Pretty much, I think, has every song on here. The inside, just like the album itself, art has on the inside and on the outside. So another cool piece to have if you can't afford the actual Antichrist Superstar album. And this is one of my girlfriend and mine all-time favorite songs, Heart-Shaped Glasses. This is 2007, and this has, I guess it just has Heart-Shaped Glasses and When the Heart Guides the Hand. And this is on Interscope Records. And that's another great record to have if you want to check that out. One of my all-time favorite songs. This is a piece where it's just an interview. I don't know too much about this record. This probably came out, I would say, probably mid-2000s, maybe late 2009. This has an interview of Marilyn Manson on both sides. Chrome Dreams, I guess that's what it came off of. So yeah, it's pretty cool, the picture. I just got it because I like the pictures on here. So that's for my picture discs. And now, last but not least, this is Armageddon Motherfucking Geddon, Marilyn Manson, 45 picture sleeve. Also has another remix on here. This came out in 2009, and this came out on Interscope Records, and this is one of the hit singles. That's what it looks like. Next is off his 2012 Born Villain record, No Reflection. This came out in 2012, and this one came out, I guess, on Hell Records. So that's the radio edit, and then the album version, which I think you can only get with the 45. And last but not least, we have the Marilyn Manson Mob Scene, which I love this cover. It's pretty cool. It has a limited edition color vinyl, includes band poster, which I can take out for you guys. Let's see. It has Pretty Blue there, and let's see. You have the poster, which is pretty much the same on the other record that I showed you of the band, which is pretty cool. So that one was only produced also in England, and this one also came out in 2003. And let's see, the Mob Scene, and then Paranoidic, I can't pronounce the word, forgive me. So yeah, this came out in 2003, and this is my all-time favorite, probably 45 picture sleeve that he put out. I love the imagery on it. And yeah, so that's partially part of my Marilyn Manson collection. And I have magazines, which I'll probably be posting very soon. And I apologize again, I might not have the correct information on some of the records on here, but you're more than free to look everything up that I've shown you, and feel free to comment and everything on my video, and maybe educate me on certain things that I don't know about. And well, I guess I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you again.